Hey guys, I'm here at the Cotton Bowl, the Red River rivalry, Texas versus Oklahoma. It's one of the biggest rivalries ever. There are fumbles, there's interceptions back and forth. It's a big game. It's definitely a shootout. I'm enjoying it. I can't wait to see what happens the rest of the football season.
Welcome to Game Day with Hick the Stick for week 6 of the college football season. What a time it was at the game last week. It was back and forth. Oklahoma was winning. Texas came back at the end, went to overtime, went to 4 overtimes. I was there for 6.5 hours. Man, was it crazy. Oklahoma got the win. Yes, my team did not get the win, but man, was it fun, was it exciting, and I can't wait to go to another college football game. But we had a lot of upsets last week. Florida lost, Texas lost. We have a lot more teams that are losing games more and more this season. What's going to happen the rest of the season? Are we going to have more upsets? Can't wait to find out. Last week in my predictions, I went 5-2, making my total predictions for this year 33-10. Last week we had 2 big upsets. Florida lost and LSU lost. I did not pick those upsets. Are we going to have more upsets this week? Hopefully not, because I hope to go undefeated in my predictions.
First, we have Pittsburgh versus Miami.
Miami played Clemson last week. It was to show if Miami is really back. And they didn't play so well with Clemson last week. They got beat by the big dogs. Clemson is a good team, and Miami just was not ready for Clemson. They look to bounce back this week against Pittsburgh. Miami, I really believe, could be maybe the second best team in the ACC and maybe a chance to be in the ACC championship at the end of the year for a revenge game against Clemson. But they got to get the win this week, and they will. Miami gets the win over Pittsburgh.
Second, we have Houston versus BYU.
Houston finally got to play their first game last week, and they got the W. But they didn't start off so well. They'll need to start off well this week against a hot, really, really hot BYU team that likes to score, and they like to score a lot. Houston has to try to keep up with this BYU team, but no, BYU's too good for Houston. They get the W.
Now we have Boston College versus Virginia Tech.
We got Boston College and Virginia Tech. They both have 1 loss, and it came from the same team, North Carolina. Boston College and Virginia Tech almost beat North Carolina. So I see these teams pretty even. It might actually come down to the very end. We might even see an overtime in this game, but I'm going with Virginia Tech. They get the win over Boston College.
Now we have Clemson versus Georgia Tech.
Clemson is number 1 in the nation. And right now, I know the rankings might not matter as much since some of the teams in it hasn't even played a game yet, but Clemson might be the only team it's actually for real. They come out every single week and they play football. They do what they need to do to win. And Clemson is looking for another national championship. This week they play Georgia Tech. Can they get the win over Georgia Tech? Absolutely. Clemson gets the W. Now it's time for my quick picks of the week. I'm going to make 4 quick picks really quick. Our first game is SMU versus Tulane. SMU beats Tulane. Our next game, we got North Carolina versus Florida State. North Carolina beats Florida State. Then we got Kentucky versus Tennessee. Tennessee bounces back and beats Kentucky. And our last game, we got Louisville versus Notre Dame. Notre Dame beats Louisville. That's my quick picks of the week.
Last we have Texas A&M versus Mississippi State.
Texas A&M bounced back from playing Alabama and losing that game, played Florida, and got the win over the Gators. Texas A&M needed that win. They still only have 1 loss. Now they're playing Mississippi State, which already has an upset this year, beating LSU, the defending national champions. So, what happens in this matchup this week? Well, I really see an upset coming. Do I hear the upset alert? In the year of upsets, there's another upset. Mississippi State gets the upset over Texas A&M.
Hick the Stick's game of the week is Georgia versus Alabama.
Our game of the week, we got number 3 Georgia versus number 2 Alabama. 3 against 2, an SEC matchup. I see defense in this game. In the SEC, we've had some games this season that hasn't been much defense, but I see defense in this game. Coming down to the end, a little bit of scoring, but not much. Georgia, they played Auburn this season. I picked Auburn to win, but Georgia got the win, and it wasn't even a close game. Alabama, they haven't had a bad season either. A little close last week against Ole Miss, but they got it done. They're both undefeated. They're playing in the game of the week. Who gets the win? Well, the Georgia Bulldogs get the win over Alabama. Georgia wins it by 7. Well, that's all I got here on Game Day with Hick the Stick. But remember, if I get 250 subscribers, I will buzz cut my hair down to a number 1. Everything down to a number 1. And my sister's got a friend that really wants to see me bald. She is telling everybody about it. And she's also got a YouTube channel. It's called Old Past New Day. Check it out if you like piano music. But that's all I got here. I hope you have a great college football Saturday.